Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Big Corleone of the This My Heard podcast, and this is another episode of the Manic Minute. So, we got two more questions that fans sent to us that they need opinions on. So, we don't sugarcoat shit here. You know, if you want our opinions on something, you know what I mean? You want my opinion? You might like it, you might not. And that's okay. But just know I kept it real with you. You know what I'm saying? Just know that, you know, my opinion, you know, it is what it is. An opinion, and I'm entitled to that. You want to know what I think? I'm going to tell you what I think. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, at some point, this might hurt. You know what I'm saying? See how I got that off with the words? Wordplay, see that? This might hurt. Anyway, so I was asked, why is it a man tends to back off? Because once we have sex, why is it a man tends to back off? You know what I'm saying? Once sex happens, you know what I'm saying? Well, let me tell you why. Because everything you guys talked about, you know, building, loving, foundation, planting seeds, living your lives together, whatever the fuck y'all talked about. You know what I'm saying? Once he busted that nut, all of that shit went with it. Real talk. All of those dreams and all that shit went with it. That's just what it is. You know? Once that happens, guys like, okay, what do I do now? You know, he backs off, tells you that, you know, I think we should take it slow. I think we need to slow down. It's going too fast. Motherfucker, you just had sex with this chick. Now you're going to back off on her? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's fucked up. You know, not all men do that. Not all men do that. There are men that are real, looking to build, looking to put a foundation down and really plant some seeds and live a good life with a good woman. There are a lot of men out there that want that. Then you got that bunch, you know what I'm saying, that they have sex with a woman after giving her and feeding her all this shit, that once they have sex and he busts that nut, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So women, make sure you know more about a man and his intentions, his real intentions, you know what I'm saying, before you have sex with him. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you guys can talk all night long, meet each other, talk all night long, have a good time, you know what I'm saying, and feel like, damn, this is like a dream, and you have sex with him, you know what I'm saying? That's fine. Have sex with him whenever you want. But be prepared to deal with the consequences. Because if y'all have sex and everything goes after that, you know what I'm saying? It's not your fault because you're both adults. You know what I'm saying? So you guys have to understand that when you're adults and do adult things, that's what happens, you know? And, oh man, I picked this slow ass beat again. Shit. Anyway, you know, you're both adults doing adult things, and be prepared to handle shit like adults. You know? He's going to back off, and that's when you say to him, then you know what? If this is how you're going to play it, then keep it stepping. Keep it moving. Get your stepping. Whatever the fuck it is. You know, because there's no time to play games. There's no time to make someone feel like they're not wanted. They're not accepted. You know, you're not willing to commit. Don't make a woman feel like that. That's fucked up. You know what I mean? So if a man backs off on you after sex, cut him off. Just cut him off right there. Because it's never going to work. I'm telling you, it's not going to work. My opinion, I'm entitled to that, like I said. You know what I mean? So your best bet is to just cut ties. You know, because if he's backing off on you now and he's telling you that things are moving too fast and he like tries to ghost you and fade away from you cut them off. That's the fucking bottom line. Cut them off. You know what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, women, you women are not saints because you do the same shit. There's a reason why you do it, but you do the same shit. Okay? Now, for instance, you get a woman, y'all talking, the same thing with the dude. Y'all building foundations and picket fences with dogs and fucking ponies and chickens and whatever the fuck you want to do. You know what I mean? And a woman and a man, they get together, they do adult things, they have sex, and after the sex is over and he busted his nut, you're left sitting there like, is this it? Like, that's all he got? You know what I mean? Really? So then you're like, I have to deal with this? He didn't even take the time to help me? He's being selfish? Nah, fuck him. Fuck him. Now, he's trying to get in touch with you, and you're ghosting him, fading away. You know what I mean? Because he didn't satisfy you. He didn't take the time to satisfy you. He took care of himself. You know what I mean? So now you're backing off. So you're not saints in this. You know what I mean? So you have to think about that shit. And men, think twice. You know? Because if you have sex with a female and she backs off on you afterwards, it's because you didn't lay the pipe down good enough. Mark my words, bro. You did not lay the pipe down good enough. You know? And that's on you. Because you should have took the time to satisfy her, you know what I'm saying, before anything else. You know? Because if you don't do that, then what's the use? You know? If she starts backing off on you, just know right there, y'all had sex, and that's the bottom line. She ain't gonna deal with you no more. She's gonna cut you off. Because she's saying to herself, all this picket fence dogs and chickens and building foundations and planting seeds and the sex is like this? He's gonna be selfish and not satisfy me? Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying all women are like that. A lot of women are like that. You know, not all, some. So it's the same thing with men. Not all of them are like that, some are. So the door swings both ways. You just gotta make sure you find the right person, you know, that are real about what they say. Because if you don't, then you're risking your sanity. Because you're gonna fall for this person and they're gonna back off and cut you off. And you don't want that. Women, get to know a dude. You know? Even if you guys have, you're talking all night long, meet somewhere, you're talking all night, the setting is perfect. You know what I'm saying? You guys go back to the crib and have sex and it's all good. You know what I'm saying? And he backs off after that. Not right after, like a day or two later, he's like, whoa, you know, he had the time to think about it. You know, just be careful. Us here at the show don't want you to get hurt. We want our fans to be sane and listen to our insanity. That's what we want. Now, men, the same thing. If you're having sex with her and she cuts you off, you didn't lay the pipe down properly. You didn't give it to her the way she wanted it and the way she expected it. You know what I'm saying? The bar was set high. You talked all this shit, and she doesn't want you now. And women, you guys, you females do that shit. Don't front. It happens. You know? Because if he gave it to you the way you wanted it, the way you needed it, the way you deserved it, believe me, you guys will be calling each other. You'll be calling them. Because you're going to want that shit again. Because he laid it down perfectly on you. You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, be careful. Men and women. You know what I'm saying? Pick and choose wisely. You know, look for that needle in the haystack. and be smart. Now, one more thing really quick before I go. You got another question. I'm 47. The guy I'm seeing is 60 something, 63, 64. Why is it he has a problem with women that have tattoos? Because she said she has multiple tattoos and he's having an issue with her having them. First of all, what the fuck are you doing fucking around, you know what I'm saying, with a 60-something-year-old dude? He lived his life already. He's using you to relive pretty much his youth. You know, he wants to go back in time, you know, and relive some of that shit. If you guys have sex, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't know how good it'll be if he's not using the blue pill. You know what I'm saying? If you guys have that kind of sex, you know, it's crazy because he's looking to relive something he didn't have. You know what I mean? It's crazy because a lot of older men, you know, they look for younger women because they're missing something. Because they need something. They want something. You're 47, he's 63. That's like 14, 15 year difference. I'm not a fucking mathematician. Okay? Fucking figure it out yourself. You know? And that's just what it is. He's looking to relive something he didn't have or he didn't get to do. Not to mention, if he's coming at you and saying shit like, lend me this, lend me that, you know, can you do this, can you do that? Now it's all about what you can do for him and not what he can do for you. You know? Because see, an older man knows how to play the game. The only men that are older and don't know shit is because they ain't been through shit. You know what I'm saying? They ain't seen shit and they're just stuck on shit. You know? So you gotta be careful. Be very careful. Tread lightly, because if you don't, you might end up with a 60-something-year-old man and taking care of him. You know what I'm saying? Because he can't take care of himself. After he done took everything from you, meaning your life, 15 years, you know what I'm saying? 15-year difference. After he takes your youth from you, you're 47. That's like the new 30s. You know what I'm saying? It's like the new 30s. So you have a lot of power left in you, a lot of life left in you. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna suck that out of you. You know, because he wants to relive something that either he didn't get or he didn't live. You know what I'm saying? That he didn't, you know, just didn't get in his life. You know, so do yourself a favor. Talk to this man and ask him, what the fuck is up with my tattoos? Why don't you like them? Do you know that there are women out there? Most women nowadays have tats. Most women nowadays have tats. So if you can't deal with a woman that has tattoos, he was like, 2 or 3 are good, you know, but not more than that. Now you said you have, I forgot how many you said you have, but he has a problem with them. He can go fuck himself. If he's already telling you he can't deal with your tattoos, you gotta cut him off. You know what I'm saying? What kind of a man, first of all, you know what I'm saying, doesn't want to deal with a female that has tattoos? That's the shit nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad thing. It's happening a lot nowadays. If you can't deal with it, that's your problem. Cut this motherfucker off. Don't let him suck the life out of you. Be strong. Let this guy know what's up and live your life, whether it's with him or with someone else or on your own. But live your fucking life. Don't let this guy suck it out of you. I'm Big Corleone of the This Might Hurt podcast, and this has been another episode of the Manic Minute. I'm out.